Is it worth buying CleanSpark stock? What's going on with this company and what basically the company does? The company has multiple products and operations, but if we look at the company's earnings release, energy, hardware, software and services revenue isn't growing, other services revenue is very small part of total revenue, and the main part of company's revenue is digital currency mining. Considering how much revenue from this activity is growing, it will soon become 90% of company's revenue. The main part of company's assets is also mining equipment. So everything suggests that the performance of the company will depend entirely on the profitability of mining. Other mining companies that are publicly traded on the market, like Riot Blockchain and Marathon, have shown that this activity is very profitable. Gold mining company stocks have strong correlation with the gold's price. And when you buy those stocks, it feels like you have leveraged position in gold. Because if gold price goes down, your stock loses much more. And when gold's price goes up, your stock gains much more. And it's not surprising that the same with Bitcoin mining companies. In October, CleanSpark stock has doubled, while Bitcoin price gained about 50%. Now Bitcoin price lost about 35% and CleanSpark stock lost about 65%. So you have insane Bitcoin volatility multiplied by company's volatility. The growth of revenue is absolutely insane. However, the company is not profitable yet. But according to the forecasts, it will become soon. Well, the company's performance will depend a lot on Bitcoin price, and in a short-term perspective, Bitcoin price is not predictable at all. Let's look at the stock indicators. Forward price-earnings ratio is 11, and price-to-book ratio is less than 1, which means the stock is pretty cheap. Debt-to-equity ratio is 0, the company has no debt. That's also positive. Basically, no problems with the stock indicators. So, few more things that I want to mention here. Bitcoin halving occurs on average about once every 4 years after 210,000 blocks are mined. At that rate, Bitcoin isn't expected to be fully mined until February 2140, according to CoinDesk. So gold mining companies will mine all gold in the world earlier than Bitcoin mining companies mine all Bitcoin. And I see only two main risks for CleanSpark: regulatory risks and all the risks related to Bitcoin. Investors will associate this company with Bitcoin, and no matter what news will cause Bitcoin to fall, the stock will go down too. And the main problem is that in a short-term perspective, Bitcoin price is absolutely unpredictable. Its volatility made it highly speculative asset, so some news can trigger a chain reaction of margin calls and stop losses. Just like in May last year, the news from China made Bitcoin to fall by 50%, and CleanSpark stock will have Bitcoin's volatility multiplied by 2. This will be an ultimate speculative asset. If you are a Bitcoin enthusiast and you like high risks, then you are probably interested in this stock. But for the people who don't have high risk tolerance and who want to bet on Bitcoin with lower risks, there is an alternative. There is another company that correlates with Bitcoin price and overall much less risky. Nvidia. Nvidia stock right now is absolutely overpriced, but we can see lower price in the future. In 2018, when Bitcoin lost about 70% or something, Nvidia stock also lost a lot. Thank you for listening.